Now, majority leaders from both the Senate and National Assembly are Wednesday expected to table the names of 14 members who will serve in the Joint Select Committee in a bid to unlock the stalemate over the IEBC. This comes as former commissioners of the defunct Electoral Commission of Kenya, Gabriel Mukele, warns against the risk of interfering with the elections calendar should the electoral commissioners be changed.
For the better part of the day, the legal teams from both CORD and Jubilee cracked their heads in a bid to finalize the final details that will eventually see political players take a bipartisan approach in resolving the IEBC stalemate.
And within this week in the National Assembly, we look forward to the motion. Actually, the motion will go to both houses because it's the motion to set up a joint select committee so that we can have closure on this issue. We are very keen as Jubilee to make sure that the elections are held on the 8th of August 2017 and not a single day later than that.
The rival coalitions CORD and Jubilee have covered good ground in reaching an amicable solution. First, they have already agreed that each coalition will be represented by 7 members in the Joint Select Committee. They have also agreed that each coalition will be represented by 1 rapporteur who will be briefing the principals directly on the progress of the talks. The Select Committee will not be restricted on where they will be conducting their meetings. They will have a grace period of 30 days to finalize their motion after they take over their duties, and that the final motion will have to be signed by both the President and CORD co-principal Raila Odinga, which will prevent any amendments to the motion when tabled in Parliament.
Ile mambo tumetuma watu huko. And I hope my brother Khalwale, you are going to be in that team. And when I send you in that team, I expect nothing less than the best out of you. Kwa sababu sisi team leader wetu ni wakili wetu James Agre Orengo.
The final list of members to serve in the Joint Select Committee will be revealed come Tuesday, with Siaya Senator James Orengo leading the CORD team, while the Jubilee team will be headed by Meru Senator Kiraitu Murungi.
Members of the public, not to be anxious. They say politics is the art of the possible, not the battleground of absolutes. And ultimately, we will have an agreement between the parties and between Kenyans.
However, according to former commissioner of the defunct Electoral Commission of Kenya, Gabriel Mukele, this is a dangerous path that the politicians are taking.
We have poured petrol and we can easily put a match on what we have poured because the commissioners now you will bring in if they are going to be new. Just when are they going to get time to study the law, study the practice? By the time we were doing elections in 2002, some of us had already been up there for more than 8 years.
However, his argument is that the current commissioners face a challenge of rebuilding Kenyans' confidence that they can deliver a free and fair election.
2017 election looks bleak at the moment. Many people think the Electoral Commission is not up to the task, and the time is running out.
The Joint Select Committee will be expected to tour various counties as they collect views from Kenyans on the possible electoral reforms that they are needed before the next general elections. Chris Dairo, KTN News.